Hi everybody, my name is Jamie Cat. I am leading you guys through a Vinyasa that is based around unifying our spiritual body with our physical body, with our mental body. I think it's an important time. We're a little confined, so I want you to think big with the body today, to be big, to not be afraid to try a movement. You are in the comfort of your home. So yeah, basically just enjoy my flow. And we're gonna get started. Easy seat, it's a cross-leg position. Start to close your eyes. You can rest your wrists or your palms on your knees, either face up or face down. I'm gonna go face down today. And taking a moment to notice your breath. Notice any sounds that might be in your space. You can notice the temperature of the room. Now begin to shift your focus to the body, your physical body. How's it feeling today? Any tightness? Any resistance? Use your next inhale to really fill up all the spaces in the hips, the belly, the chest, and hold at the top. And open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. One more time, big full inhale in the belly. Hold at the top. Open mouth, sigh. Last one, biggest breath of the day so far. Open mouth, sigh it out. And then seal your lips up at the bottom. We're inviting an Ujjayi breath. So in and out the nose. Each inhale count to 4. And each exhale count to 4. So our focus is linking the inhale and exhale together, matching in length. Allowing your face to relax, your jaw to unclench, your shoulders to really just drop here. The next inhale, lengthen through the spine, your crown reaches up, chin slightly tucks in. Exhale, keep the nice posture of the spine. So again, my mantra for you is to just be big and to take up space. I also invite you to make up your own mantra that serves you today. But allow yourself to fully embody that emotion that you want to evoke. Like, be your mantra. Maybe a little smile on your face as you blink open through the eyes. Inhale, arms reach up. Let your gaze follow your hands. Palms connect. Another big inhale, just reaching up out of the hips. Exhale, reach your right hand down to the mat. Ground down through the left sitting bone as you inhale. You lengthen, reach. Exhale, you're going to reach over to the right side of the room. Imagine you're lifting out of the left hip. Next exhale, release your left hand down. Your right arm's going to drag up. Taking a moment to inhale and center, reach up. Then exhale, reach over. Side body stretch here, keeping the spine aligned. And that nice breath we started with. Another inhale to prepare. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm rises. So now we're just connecting the two sides. Exhale, your left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. This round, we're actually gonna swoosh forward. So you round the spine, you reach. Your left hand's gonna follow the right. Right hand plants down, left arm up. Exhale, you swoosh forward, your right hand follows. Really starting to notice the end and beginning of each posture. Move at your own pace. Your exhales, you round. You inhale, you lift. And then you notice the end of the posture. Right back into exhale. Come back to center, both hands by your sides. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Big dramatic open mouth, exhale, release. One more time, inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, release. Shake any extra energy out of the fingers. And then find your way back into a still, easy seat. Reconnect with the spine and your breath. And shift forward. Find a tabletop position. Your fingers are spread as wide as they can go, like you're gripping basketballs. Your wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're gonna do an easy cat-cow. Belly drops, tailbone lifts, gaze forward. On your exhale, tuck your toes, tuck your chin round. Think angry, angry cat as you press the mat away. Untuck the toes on your inhale, pull the heart forward, look up. Exhale, tuck the toes, tuck your chin round. 2 more times on your own, slow and controlled breath to movement. On your next round, return to a straight, neutral back. Your gaze is between your hands. You're gonna bring your right leg behind you, straighten it, point your toe. Shift your gaze forward like we were in cow. Your belly kind of drops, but you're using your glute to lift the leg, really finding length on the front side of your body. Take another full inhale, really stretch back. Exhale, tuck forehead to knee, round the spine, connect. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, connect. Last one, full inhale, find length. Exhale, connect, hold it here. Pull your belly in towards your spine, press the mat away. And release, right knee down to the mat. Feel free to do a few like side to side stretches, thoracic circles, maybe a little cat-cow here before we move into our second side. Stretch your left leg behind you, point through the toe. On your inhale, you drop the belly, look forward, lift the leg. And exhale, touch forehead to knee, belly to spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, touch, back body stretch. Inhale, lengthen front body. Exhale, connect, hold it here. And exhale, release your knee down to the mat. Tuck your toes under. Hover your knees just an inch off the mat. Feel your upper shoulders rounding, press away. And lift up the hips, downward facing dog. Welcome yourself to this position. This might be, the first time you're here for the day, maybe the week. Pop out your knees. Left and right, you can lift the heels. Our main goal here is to find length in the spine. So if you're really tight in your hamstrings, gentle bend to the knees, this is great. And then think straight arms, shoulder blades away from each other. Finding stillness in your dog. Wherever you're at, Even if the knees are bent, pretend like you can ground your heels to the mat. So really feel that sensation. Gaze between your feet. Take one more full inhale in the nose. Sigh it out, exhale. Bring your knees to the mat. Knees are gonna come mat with distance, big toes touching. Sink your hips to the heels for child's pose. Making this slightly active by tenting your fingertips and keeping your elbows lifted off of your mat. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, press the hips towards your heels. On your next inhale, slither forward. We're lying on our belly, preparing for our Sphinx pose. So you'll untuck the toes. You're gonna place your elbow right underneath your shoulders. Fingers still spread really wide. It's kind of feels like maybe you're typing on a keyboard here. And you want to avoid really dumping anywhere. So we're like lifted, strong yogis, leading with the heart, shoulders down the back, super strong. Lower belly to spine, legs active here. Big breath in. And full breath out. Start to roll your belly a little bit closer to the mat, but you're gonna stay lifted through the upper chest. Finding locust, arms reach back. Tops of the feet press down into the mat. You could stay right here, palms facing each other. You could also clasp your hands here. Find a little extra lift as you pull back through the fingertips. Hands are off of the bum. And then release your hands. Bring them underneath your shoulders and slowly lower your chin down to the mat. We'll take a few baby cobras. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, just the chest lifts. Gaze forward. Full exhale, slowly roll down, chin to mat. 2 more times, inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, chin to the mat. From here, start to straighten your arms, coming into an upward facing dog. Thighs are off of the mat. Arms are really straight here. Any pressure in your low back, drop your knees back down to the mat and put a little bend in your elbows. Tuck your toes under. Lead with your hips. Find your downward facing dog. Right back into breath. Full inhale into the nose. Slow exhale out the nose. Shoulders pull down the back away from your ears. Head is nice and heavy. Avoid any tension. Bring your big toes to touch. Stretch your right leg up to the sky. Now you can bend the knee. Start to open up the hip. See if you can keep your shoulders square to the mat. Maybe adding a little motion with the knee, big circles. Maybe it's just your ankle. Maybe this is the first time you've even been in this pose. So really just explore. There's no right way, no wrong way. We're really just like opening the hip, bringing some awareness to our joint. And now come back to stillness. Your hip is open, your knee is lifted. You could stay right here, or if you'd like, you can flip your dog. So light weight in the right hand. You drop your right foot behind you, lift up through the hips, reach up with the right arm. Slowly, you're gonna sit all the way down. Finding your way into a wide-legged forward fold. So stretch your feet as far away from each other as you can get them. Tall spine, super important. Flex your feet towards your face. And you might feel this stretch right here. A tip would be to roll your inner thighs out. Press against the thighs to lift the chest. Then you have the option, you could fold forward here. And pay attention to the spine. So the moment you start to round and hunch, just take a step back. We're looking more for alignment so our body grows into alignment over time rather than being super forceful. Right back into breath. Last full inhale. Maybe finding a little more depth on the exhale. Then inhale, you'll tippy-toe your way back up. To come out, we come out the way we came in. So you swing your left arm up and back behind you. Ground down the right foot. Inhale, hips lift, right arm up. Right hand to the top of the mat, right leg lifts, three-legged dog, and release, right foot down to the mat, pop out the knees. Right leg's gonna rise again, flex the foot. On your next exhale, pull your knee, try to touch your left elbow, so it's like you're in plank. Inhale, lengthen back up, three-legged dog. And exhale, pull your knee to your nose, round the spine. Lightly step your foot between the hands, drop your back knee for a crescent B. So feel really stable here. Your arms reach up. Keep your hands separated to begin. You can allow your hips to square, shoulders relax. You're gonna catch hold of your right wrist and then lean over to the left side of the room. Come back to center. You have the option to bring your palms together, maybe take a little back bend, shifting your gaze up. Then exhale, slowly bring your hands to frame your front foot, tuck your left toes under. Inhale prepares you. Exhale, step forward with the left foot. Inhale, lengthen halfway, tabletopping your back. Bend your knees if you need to. And forward fold, exhale. One more time, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release, fold it forward. Next inhale, come all the way up to standing. So reach your arms out and up, palms connect overhead. Rooted through your heels. Pull your hands into your heart center. Shifting your gaze towards your fingers. Coming back to that mantra. And find mountain pose. Palms are open, rooted, but tall, strong. Next inhale, arms reach up, shift your gaze up towards the hands. Lead with your heart on your exhale, swan dive forward. Follow the horizon with your gaze. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, fingers to shins or in line with toes. Exhale, fold it forward. One more time, big inhale, arms reach out and up, palms connect. Exhale, you pull all that energy into your heart. Mountain pose, holding at the bottom. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back to a plank. We're gonna hold this first one just for a moment. Maybe press your heels forward and back. Notice all the space you have here. You're not confined. Now shift forward as far as you can go on the inhale. Come down halfway to a chaturanga. Great time to lower your knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take 3 rounds of breath here. So get any little movements out and allow your body to find stillness. Your body knows exactly what it needs here. All you need to do is listen. Left leg rises. Bend the knee, stack your hip. So again, we're just making movement here. Whatever feels good to you. Might feel a little different than the other side. Focus on opening the hip. Maybe just roll out the ankle. Keep pressing through both hands evenly, grounding through the right heel. And slowly with control, flip your dog. So left foot steps behind you, chest lifts, left arm rises. You can have a straight right leg here. And slowly with control, you're sitting all the way down onto your bum. Stretch your legs out, left and right. Second set of wide leg forward fold. This can be really tough, so just be in the body. We're not in a rush for depth. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. If you're super flexy, you are working on belly to the mat, then chest, then chin. Notice any tension in the face. We want light-hearted energy for the practice. And then slowly begin to tiptoe your way back up. You're gonna reach your right arm up to the sky, place your right hand to the top of the mat. Prepare to come back into a flip dog, wild thing. Then bring your left hand down to the mat, left leg high, 3-legged dog. Flex your foot, think square hips here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, left knee touches your right elbow. Inhale, lift up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, try to touch. Lightly step your foot down between the hands, ground your back knee. Inhale, both arms rise, crescent B. Think about lifting away from the mat here so we're energetically coming up. Each inhale, you reach up. Each exhale, your hips press forward. This round, we'll catch the left wrist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands, frame your left foot, tuck your right toes under, lift the knee. Inhale to prepare. Big step forward on your exhale. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Palms connect overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Mountain pose. So we're going to do a round of Sun A, connecting breath, movement. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swan dive. Lead with the heart. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, find your chaturanga, your low push-up, step or hop back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in and out the nose. Next, inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. At the bottom of the exhale, either step or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Take your halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. This round, you're gonna catch your left wrist and exhale, reach over to the right. Ground down through the left heel. Bump the left hip out slightly. A little tuck of the tailbone. And then inhale, arms reach up. Catch your right wrist. Lean over to the left. Side body stretch. Inhale, center. You're going to cactus the arms, lift the chest, press the hips forward. So mini back bend. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale as you lengthen halfway. Exhale, find a chaturanga, your low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale in the nose. Then open mouth, sigh it out. Right leg's gonna rise. Exhale your right knee to the nose. Lightly step your foot down. This round we're coming up into a crescent lunge, crescent A. So both arms rise up towards the sky. Staying super strong through your feet. So I'll put a little bend in the left knee so you can really feel your hips square. Bend deeper into the right knee. Now start to straighten the back leg. Arms rise. Little challenge would be to straighten the front leg. Pull your inner thighs towards each other. And then exhale, bend back into the front knee. One more time, front leg straightens. Exhale, front knee bends. Left hand down to the mat, right arm lifts up. Little crescent twist. Keep lifting through the back leg, staying super active. Right hand down to the mat. Inhale back into crescent. And open up to a warrior two. Your back heel spins in. Arms reach out, opposite directions. So since we don't have mirrors, you can kind of see your alignment by seeing your heels in one line. Your left arm, your back arm's right behind you. Your front arm straight in front of you. And then if you look down towards your right foot, all you want to see is your big toe. So your right knee's out to the right. Now we're in our pose. We're aligned. So now we breathe. Inhale, in and up. Exhaling deeper into your pose. If you notice you're gripping your toes here, try to release the toes, weights in the heels. Flip the front palm and reverse your warrior. Begin to straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. First you reach up, then you reach back. Last full inhale. Exhale, bend into the front knee, windmill your hands down to the mat. You're gonna take a big step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, hips down, arms rise. Hands separated. You can see your toes. We're not like tucking the tailbone, but you have a nice natural curve. But it's kind of hard to be here, so just squeeze everything central. Bring your hands to your heart. Then stretch your arms back behind you. Clasp your fingertips. Big inhale, lift the chest. On your exhale, you dive forward, start to straighten the legs. Taking a few breaths in your folds. Little adjustments to make this pose feel good to you. Then release your hands down to the mat. Big halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands into the heart. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. One breath, halfway down. Upward facing inhale. Pull back, downward facing dog. Right back to breath. Left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Lightly step your foot between the hands. Get your feet ready. If you're tighter in your hips, give each foot a lane of its own, so we don't have to be on a one track here. Inhale, arms rise. Now let's get our posture together. So you bend your back knee, square your hips, then straighten back into the back leg. Press your back heel forward. Again, arms are nice and high. And you're gonna inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, bend the front knee. One more time, big inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, bend. Right hand down to the mat, left arm rises. Activate your right leg here. Maybe bend a little deeper into your front leg. Left hand down to the mat. Inhale, crescent lunge on, rise. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. So again, just notice your feet. You can see the big toe, your right thigh is activated. You're reaching in opposite directions as much as you can. And now you're here, so breathe. Maybe allow your body to find depth on the exhale. Flip your front palm, inhale, you reverse the warrior, reach up, up, up. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, straighten the front leg, keep reaching up. Exhale, reach it back, reverse triangle. Full inhale. Exhale, you windmill your hands down to the mat. Spring your back foot forward, hips down, arms up, chair. Cactus the arms. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, dive forward, lead with the chest, head heavy. Release your hands down to the ground. You're gonna heel toe your feet so they're about mat width distance apart. Then point your toes away from each other for yogi squat, malasana, hands to your heart. I like to shift my weight a little left and right. Find my own center. And press your elbows away from each other. A little tuck of the chin as you reach the crown of your head up. So this is another one of those poses where we're like not frumpy yogis. We're very good posture. Release your hands to the mat. Straighten out your legs. Keep your feet about mat width distance apart. And put a bend in your left knee. Left hand center of the mat. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Let your gaze follow the right hand. Shift your hips so they stay square. Reaching the crown of the head forward, shoulders down the back. Full inhale. Exhale, right hand replaces the left. Put a bend into your right knee, stretch your left arm up. Just a nice easy twist. You're going to bring your left hand down to the mat. Heel toe your feet so that they are touching. Halfway lift at the top. Catch your hips, engage your core. Keep a flat back as you stand all the way up. And find your mountain pose. Hands to your heart. Just notice how you're feeling. Start to blink your eyes open. Find your mountain pose. We're going to go through one more nice flow. Using the same basics that we just did, just adding on. So let's reach arms up on your inhale. And exhale, lead with the heart. You swan dive forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Chaturanga on your exhale. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's actually find a child's pose. So knees mat width distance, big toes touching, hips towards your heels. Drop the forehead all the way down to the mat. Feel your lower back release. Feel your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. Any tension in the face falls. Your belly hangs out. No control. Slither your way forward, upward facing dog. Straight arms, tops of the feet, press down. Take an inhale. Exhale, look over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, press down through the mat. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. Right leg rises. Bring your right knee to touch your right elbow and pause. You're going to slide your right knee towards your wrist and then lift your knee back up to your elbow. One more time, down and up. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step your foot down between the hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Right away, straighten the front leg, lift up. Exhale, you're gonna bend your knees, sweep your arms back. Imagine your pinky fingers are gonna touch. Your belly's just hovering off of your front thigh. Big inhale, open up to star pose. So really taking up space here, right? So feet are lengthened out, arms reaching to the sides. Now pivot your heels inward, drop your hips, goddess pose, hands into your heart. So if you bring your hands to your thighs, you could press your hands back. Bring your hands back to your heart. A couple of fun things you could do, like funky cobra arms. You could do a nice lotus at the heart. Next, inhale, straighten the legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, sink right back into goddess. Inhale, arms reach up. Warrior two on the exhale, so pivot to the front of the mat. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, bend the front knee, side angle, forearm to thigh. Start with your left arm reaching up. If it feels okay, right hand could come to the mat, inside or outside the foot. But feel free to keep the forearm on the thigh. Might feel good to reach with the left hand towards the front of the room. Reverse triangle again, so straighten up, reach up, 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 reach back. Windmill your hands down to the mat. Right leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot between the hands, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, you shift forward. You're gonna find a warrior three, so that means, so you're like a flying capital letter T here. It's fine to bend your standing leg a little. Flex the left foot. Find a point to focus on. We're going to come all the way up to standing. Left thigh parallel to the mat, foot is flexed. And release, left foot down. Find your mountain pose. We're getting ready for tree. So we'll give our right leg a break. Shift the weight to your left foot. You have the option to put your foot on the ground, kickstand style, below your knee or above your knee, wherever you can hold it. And pull your hands to your heart to begin. When you feel ready, inhale, arms up. Your hands can separate. Shoulders relax wherever you are. If you want to dance, you can always do that. We'll bring our hands back to center. Pull your right thigh forward, flex the foot, and then lightly step your foot down to meet the left, meeting in our mountain pose. And we'll prepare to do our second side. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway. Exhale, step back, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, pause. Drop your knee towards the wrist. 1, inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot down between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Straighten into the front leg. Exhale, bend. Sweep your arms back behind you. So your heart's leading. Big movement. We're coming into our star pose. This round we're going to take a forward fold. Bring your feet a little bit closer to each other. So they're about 2 inches wider than your hips. You're going to bring your hands to your hips. And with the flat back, you're going to fold forward. So lead with the chest, always. Keeps the back straight. Then shift your gaze towards the mat. Start to release your hands to the mat, head heavy. Shift your weight towards your toes. You're not going to fall forward. Bend your knees here if you have any lower back pain. You could also point your big toes towards each other. Helps to release lower back. And then you want to pull on the ground. So start to walk your fingers in line with the toes. Press down into the mat to lift the hips. Engage the quads. Head heavy. Just one more breath. Straighten the arms. Find a halfway lift and then catch your hips. Engage your core coming all the way up with the flat back. And then exhale, open back up into your warrior 2. You're going to flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. And then exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm reaches up and over. So you find some power from your back heel all the way out your fingertips. One line of power. Maybe left hand towards the mat. Inhale all the way up, reverse triangle. And exhale, hands all the way down to the mat. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot in between the hands, rise up, crescent lunge. Hands to your heart. Inhale, you prepare. Exhale, you launch it forward, warrior three. Awesome. Find your balance. Just be in your pose. Shift forward, standing on the left leg, right thigh parallel to the mat. And release, right foot down. So now we'll move into our second side of tree. Weights now on the right foot. Wherever you put the right foot, put your left. Begin with your hands together at your heart. Inhale, you prepare. Exhale, you settle in your pose. Maybe reach your arms up. It's a great time to challenge yourself with motion, but sometimes it's challenging to be still. So notice what you need. Everything's engaged, foot into leg, leg into foot. Hands back into the heart. Left side parallel to the mat. And release, left foot down. Mountain pose. Awesome work. We are gonna slow it down. So make sure you're at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lead with the heart. Swan dive it forward. Full inhale as you lengthen halfway. Exhale, step back. Move through your vinyasa, so your flow. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg up towards the sky. Step your right foot outside the right hand, lizard. So get your legs, right hand, right leg, they're best friends. They stay connected until I say it's time to not connect, I guess. So bring your left foot down, left knee. And this, you might already really be feeling this in the hips. So just be where you are. If you want to move further, then you bring forearms down to the mat. But really keep that right knee pulling in towards the upper body. You can relax through your head. But instead of rounding the spine again, more about pulling the heart through the shoulders. And from here, crooked monkey, left hand down, right hand inside of right leg. You're opening up through the hips. Your big toe comes off of your mat here. Release the hips towards your mat. And then slowly, you're gonna come back up, heel toe your right foot in between the hands. Tuck your left toe under, find a three-legged dog. Into half pigeon. So your right knee will come towards the right wrist. Before we relax into this pose, just look back, left leg's right behind you. This is an awesome time to use a block if you have one at home underneath your right glute. Then stretch your arms up. Then exhale, fold forward. And this is one of those poses we're gonna hold a little longer. So just respect where your body's at. That might mean you're upright, which is totally a great place to be. If you have a lot of knee pain, you could also come into a figure four, lying on your back. Bring your right ankle to the knee and pulling in. Breath is your focus. Slowly work your hands back up. We're going to lean over to the right, swing your left leg forward, straight left leg. right heel inside of left thigh. Shift your torso so you're framing your left leg. Inhale, both arms rise. So it's just a little twist over to the left. On your exhale, you're gonna fold forward. Shifting belly over your thigh. Again, the moment you start to round, take a step back. Your toes are pointing towards the face here, so you should be feeling a lot of sensation in the hamstrings. Just breathe into it. We're always looking for sensation, not pain. If you're really flexy, you could catch your foot, maybe wrap at your wrists. And then slowly tiptoe your way back up. You're gonna swing your left leg behind you. We're gonna find our way onto our knees for our first camel pose. So camel's a big heart opener, back bend. If you're new to this pose, we're gonna tuck the toes under. Knees are about hip distance apart. Hands to your lower back. And you start by just pressing the hips forward. If you know where you're going, go for it. Otherwise, just start to lift the chest, look up. Keep pressing hips forward. If you can see the back of your space, then you can grab for the heels, the ankles, your depth here in this pose. Slowly come up by bringing hands to the lower back. Your gaze comes forward. That's the last part of the pose as we unfold. Bring your hands to the mat, angry cat pose. Find your neutral spine and come back into downward facing dog. Pedal out your knees a little bit. Maybe notice the difference between your right and your left leg. Left leg rises. Left foot steps outside of the left hand. However you can get it there, get it there. Take a few moments here. Then drop the back knee down to the mat. Left knee pulls in. Untuck the back toe. Lizard. Drop down to your forearms. Now bring your left hand to the inside of your left thigh. We're opening up crooked monkey. So you press into the thigh. Maybe look over the left shoulder. And then you slowly work your way back to center. So left foot, center of the mat. Hands framing the foot. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, pigeon, second side. So really giving yourself a moment to set it up. We're not in a rush. We do stay here a little longer. Just notice the back leg right behind you. Take a moment to lift away from the mat. And then use your exhale to release in folds. And just give yourself the time, the patience, to find depth. Each breath you inhale space. You exhale into depth. Last few rounds of breath. Awesome work. You're going to walk your way back up. Shift your weight to the left hip. Swing your right leg forward. And then connect your heel to the inside of the right thigh. A little twist of the torso, you're framing your right leg. Core is engaged, you tiptoe forward, lead with the chest. And then again, just notice when you round. Straighten up. Left hip presses down, left knee presses down. Maybe you're able to fold. We're slowly working our way back up. So again, we're finding our way onto our knees for our final set of camel. So if you tucked your toes on the first side, tuck them again. Start with hands at the lower back, press the hips forward, big front body stretch, heart open, even the throat. You want to press back with the chin. Slowly shift your gaze forward, realign the spine. Coming right into cat pose, counter that big back bend. Then we're going to come into a different variation of our child's pose. So bring your feet and your knees together. And you're just going to lie your belly on your thighs, forehead to the mat, arms reach back. So this is called embryo. Give in to the rounding of your shoulders. Really just hunch, round, be heavy. Feel the belly rise and fall in the thighs. Give in to any sensations that you're feeling, that big heart opener. And really get the energy shifting, which is what we want, what we're using our yoga for. Movement. And reach your arms forward. Come up to a seated position. You're going to just roll over to the left or right side. Stretch your legs out in front of you. We'll take one nice big forward fold. So shift your glutes out of the way. Inhale, arms reach up, look up. And exhale, you forward fold. Tighten the hamstrings. Bend your knees, no big deal. Maybe catch your big toes or the edges of your feet. Use each inhale to lengthen. Each exhale to find depth. Be the breath. Now let's make this super passive. So maybe separate your feet a few inches. Shift your glutes back once again. And then just like relax your feet. Relax through the weight of your head. Round the spine. It's called caterpillar. We're really heavy. Maybe you're more upright. Doesn't matter where you are. Just be heavy. The opposite of what we try to do all day. Feet relaxed, ankles out, knees heavy. Then we're slowly going to realign the spine with the next inhale. So build back up. Hands behind your back. Slowly roll onto the back. All the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Like one of those hugs you're giving all your best friends. Give yourself that. Little love, respect, gratitude. And find a happy baby. Catching either the inside or outsides of the feet. Stacking ankles over knees. Ground down through the lower back. Little tuck of the chin. And now feel free to sway left and right, maybe straighten out the legs. You know, you're a happy baby, so you're probably smiling, enjoying. Now bring everything back to center, forehead to knees, round and touch. Exhale, slowly roll the spine back down onto the mat. Bring your arms out like a capital letter T. Bring your feet so they're touching the edges of your mat. And then drop your knees in together to touch. Inhale, focus on the lower back. Full exhale. Let your knees rock over to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder. Nice supine twist. If you're looking for more depth, place the left ankle on the right thigh. We are going to be here for a few rounds of breaths. Just be heavy. This is where you get to enjoy all the hard work you put into your practice, the warm body, and the quiet mind. Your final breath here, full inhale, tracing the right side of the body. Exhale into the weight of the knees, weight of your shoulders. Slide the left ankle off the thigh. Start by shifting the gaze towards the sky, knees to center. Feet mat width distance, knees touching. Let your knees drop over to the right. Shift your gaze over your left shoulder. Again, assess if you want more. You could always bring the ankle on the thigh. Taking notice of how connected you feel with the body. Or you can feel the breath. Final breath, fill all the way up. Slow exhale. And release the ankle from your thigh. Both knees to the sky. This round, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, knees open wide, recline cobbler pose. The closer your heels are to you, the more sensation you'll feel in your hips. So if you want to scoot your feet forward, feel free. Hands rest on your heart and your belly. Acknowledging the breath, the beat of your heart, these two tiny miracles, right? What would we do without that? We'll do one breath exercise before our final resting pose. So exhale all the air out. On your inhale, feel your belly rise for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale through the mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Full inhale, belly rises for 4. Hold at the top for 4. Open mouth, exhale for 4. Hold at the bottom, completely empty. Press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Shift your gaze towards the brain. Relax into this emptiness. Fully relax. Deep inhale in the nose. Exhale, stretch your legs out. Let your arms rest by your sides. Get out any wiggles. And then fully relax into your final pose, your Shavasana. Give yourself the gift of stillness just for a few moments. Drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax the eyes, the forehead, the eyebrows. Find your natural breath. Start to deepen your breath. Notice the temperature of the room. Maybe you have a fan on you. Notice any noises in the space. Feel the rise and fall of each breath. To bring small movements into the fingers, into your toes, waking up the body. And stretch the arms behind you, big good morning stretch. Maybe your lower back arches, toes point. Exhale, knees into your chest. Find a fetal position, either left or right side, what feels good to you. Lying your head on the arm, taking a moment in stillness. And slowly press your way into a seat. Allow your eyes to stay closed. Focus and attention is inward. Hands into the heart. Really rooted through the sitting bone, tall and proud through the spine, and humble through the chin, so a little tuck. Taking a moment to just thank yourself for showing up, for being here, just for you. Giving yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, a chance to realign and come together. And just remember that this space within you is always there. You can tap in and tune in whenever you need it. The more you do, the easier it becomes to just drop in, to see yourself. And I thank you all so much for practicing with me. I respect you. I see you. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your week. Namaste. Thank you. Cool.